Okay, let's go again. Okay, let's play Vienna. Nc3 tactiqueitor. Right. Nc3 to stop Queen H4 check. So I suppose. I suppose Bishop G4 G5. Right. If I just go for the old hack attack, Knight G5 takes F7. Good for a laugh. So I'll be sacking a knight. G4, Knight G5, H6. I'll take on F7. Then maybe just take on F4. Okay, Bishop C4 now would force a defensive move, surely, unless he's taking on D4. No, he's taking on D4. Knight F7 is not worth it, surely. So Bishop C4, I would force as an awkward move, surely, like Knight H6. Right, so there's no H6 to worry about, but I'm dropping D4. So Bishop F4. If I drop D4, is it a big deal? Let's exchange. There's 92, there's F3. Can't really defend D4 here that easily unless Bishop B5. Is Bishop B5 worth playing? Bishop D7, Bishop C6, Bishop C6, say Bishop F4. There's still no E6 days of Knight E6, but he could take with the B pawn, so there would be an F6. How about D5? There's Knight E5. So Bishop F4, Knight D4, Queen D2 though eyes H6. So I think I'm going to go for that. There's a Fischer game with this diagonal being critical here for pressure on that diagonal. So Knight D4, Queen D2. The idea may be of casting queenside as well. More pressure on the D file, which could be handy. Bishop D4, this knight's even more loose on Bishop D4. Queen D2 would stop like the doubling of pawns if he really was going to give that bishop, which he's not going to do. But Queen D2, I think. Here, I hope. So if I can castle... this looks awkward, this piece anyway. This bishop's blocked in, and there's potential F-file pressure. Mind you, here there's F6. No, Queen D4. Okay, so F6, okay, it's trying to get counterplay. What about, I don't know, Bishop D5 or Knight B5? I don't want to lose this bishop on the diagonal, but Knight B5, we're giving a ready-made attack on the B file. Right, so maybe just I'll drop the bishop back for a moment. So B4 or F6, you have to take first and then F6, but then maybe Queen D5 check there, winning the rook. Okay, so what's the immediate impact of this? Whoa, my bishop really is in trouble now. Unless Knight E2 perhaps? Bishop D5 C6. Or just Bishop E3? Bishop D5 C6, Bishop D4, Bishop E3, where does the knight go? I'll chase this guy back. It might take an A4, maybe B4. So A4, Bishop D5, C6, Bishop D4 might be good. If I can get this bishop off, that'd be cool. Otherwise this knight's a bit of a monster. Actually, C5, Bishop, okay. So I suppose B4 here, I could take to keep the A file closed or play B4. Maybe just Bishop D4 here. Just try and neutralise this diagonal. If takes Knight B1, if Rook A1. Still B5 will be attacked with the knight. Also there's King C2, maybe. If b4, maybe there's knight a4. King c2 is not that bad. This knight's still bad. This bishop's still blocked. There's some trump cards here to play with. So let's see. Rook a1, king c2. Say that the rooks get exchanged. b4. Maybe there's knight d5. There's c6. Maybe bishop b6. Or knight b6. So the knight might be able to go to d5 actually. Because c6, I can use the b6 square. That's probably just winning a piece. But bishop e3, I'll be on queen d5 for rook a8 here. Okay. So I'm not too worried by that. Anything else? Knight d5? Maybe knight d5. Just getting ready to seize the f6 square. I think knight d5. So hg and then try and get a hold of f6 as well as the h file. c6, there might be knight b6 or bishop b6. Okay, so f6 and h6 under fire. Bishop b6 or knight b6. Queen d7. How about just in this position? There's bishop c3, cd, queen d5. There's rook a1. Okay, so knight e3 as well as an idea. Takes, maybe knight f5 would be useful. Knight b4, c5, bishop c5. Maybe knight e3 actually. I'll go with knight e3. I'll get the h file, get g4. Oh, I've just realised hg. Okay, I'll get the h file, but there's queen g5. What have I done? Knight f5, there's rook f5. Okay, I'll discard this square. There's queen c3, queen f6. So I'm a piece down. Not good. Piece down doesn't look particularly as though there's compensation here. Throwing a check anyway. Protect e4. Okay, so what about rook? Just trying to protect e4. Okay, so if knight c2, bishop b3, g3, knight g2 to f4. I don't want to lose this pawn though. Okay, so no, knight f5 looks pretty bad actually. This c5 is also looking good. Oh dear. Knight c2 to play rook e3. It's looking terrible. It's all gone pear-shaped. 22 seconds as well. I'm going to lose on time. Can I get to the king very, very quickly? Here, or maybe the e file. Get to the king on the dark squares. In my dreams, or I'm going to get hacked on the A file pretty shortly. So I'm going to play moves instantly. Maybe rook e3, rook e1. Trying to get to king somehow. He's only got a few seconds anyway. Do I want to take on c4 here? No, I'm going to get mated on a1. Whoops. Does look pretty strong. I think pre-move time, for what it's worth. Whoops. Not good. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.